thing. If you're running skip tooth, I don't grind skip tooth chain. But if you're running there, I'm done. If you're running skip, you can afford to take your rakers down a little more, okay? If you're running skip. But if you're running full, you got to watch your raker height. You just do. Over. Okay, let's just see what this looks like, friends. You might not get a look at it, but I might be able to get you something. Did you catch that? I'll bet you can catch that. That's scary. Now I don't know if that's a top beak or what. No, it's not. It's a dandy. So you see where the tooth comes, the corner comes, right there? Okay, you don't want, a little teeny side beak is okay to be down on the side, but you don't want to have a top beak, and that means the beak up there. A little side beak is okay. Like a teeny little side beak is all right. Like, I mean teeny, minuscule. So, let's see if we can't get another one for you. This is difficult. I'm having, yeah, it's actually. Get the program. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, friends. So we just finished filing this. I'm going to use the old eye in the sky just to give you an idea of how she turned out. I stay pretty close to the line, right? I don't stray too far from that line. I sometimes cut it back a little further. I want to show you this is what a tooth should look like when it's finished filed. See? And I'm going to actually get out my freaking little thing here. I want to show you guys this. I've been dying to do this for years and I haven't had the right equipment thanks to Mr. Blackburn. Gullet. Okay? Gullet. Starts there and comes all the way back. Now, I like a line from here to right to the bottom where it can go straight down and you'll still see space right in there. Does that make sense, friends? Hey? Yeah. It's cool. It's cool stuff. And once you get to a point where you're comfortable with knowing your angles that you like. You know what? Friends, over the years, I've had these out, sticking out on an angle and like sharp angle, thinking, oh, that'll put me through the wood quicker. Well, yeah, it does, but it's got a cut, so that's a longer tooth. So there's all kinds of stuff you get into. But anyway, I'm excited to cut with this thing. I don't think this power saw is that strong, this 850. It's just a good saw, real clean runner. I'm not going to push the limits on it and try and lean it out. I might give it a little blast today and just see. But 28-inch bar, just a good cutting saw. Get it sharp. The sharper your saws are cutting and the more they're doing this, you're pulling wood. So you can go easy on your motor, right? It goes easier on the motor when the saw's pulling easier, and just every tooth spitting the same chip, which is what that raker gauge allows you to do. Yeah. Unless your teeth are like one's this big and the other one's that big, but still the chip's going to be the chips coming off there with that raker gauge. Those raker gauges are the ticket, friends. That'll smooth your cut right out. So friends, this was so funny. It's raining out right now, so I'm just gonna cover you. This was hilarious. I was here. I used to look after these pink dogwoods for free. I told Tim Hortons. We're at Tim Hortons right now, and I told them just don't let anybody touch them, because you get the guys that come in with with their power tools and they're doing this this type of maintenance plans. They come in and they get a hold of these trees and they just butcher them. So I got them just in time. What happened is I came in one day and I saw it, and my kids were like, Dad, don't make a scene. And I was like, no, I have to. So I talked to them inside. I said, I'll deal with it. Don't let nobody touch these trees. Well, it was okay for a couple of years. And then all of a sudden I come by here one day And look at this, friends. These are pink dogwoods. They were freaking amazing. Like they had like the pink dogwoods. And it must have been a good year at the nursery that year, because these were spectacular. Look at this. Look at that beautiful pruning job right there. So they did that, and they did it everywhere. They did it on every main leader, friends. They just look at some of these wounds, and they said it was because oh, look at the top. The top is completely butchered and whacked, and there's peel cuts out. Look up at the top there. It's just sad. It makes me so sad, you know. So and this one, same thing over here, same deal. And what it was is that it was that some of the lower branches were too low for people walking by or something like that. Look at this poor thing, you know. And it's just butchery. It's butchery, and there's nothing you can do. I tried to save them, friends. I did. I tried. Over and out. Time for a coffee. Okay, seedlings up there, nice and clean. Fur on the low side. Makes sense to me. And I'll butt the firewood and it'll all roll down on the low side here. We're good.
And a Pro 1010. Now the 1010's got hardly any chain left on it at all. It's hungry a bit and it's cutting fur, which is a little bit tougher. That one's gone. That's a lot of firewood. That's 2 cords of firewood right there. Okay. Okay. I stopped bucking because I want to grab on with the pickup and pull the whole tree out, so I'm not chasing firewood rounds in the back 40. I'll just pull it right along here out onto the road. So we got some beautiful firewood here, friends. I like my buck short, right? Real short. 12 inch. Because when I stoke my stove at night, you know, I can get them in just past the door. You'll probably, it's not that I lose out on wood because I gain it at the front. If you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? When you're stuffing your stove, you can put it in on an angle and get longer pieces in that way. That's fine and dandy. But when it comes to the end, you know, you've always got that space at the front. I fill that right up. I can, you know what I mean? I'll stick 2 more pieces, nice little blocks in the front there. That's a lot more than you will get from them, couple 3 inches on each side on the end, you know. So that's just how I look at it, because my stove's small and I want it to burn long at night, eh? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, this has come out real nice. Good looking situation here. Just, I wanted that to slide right down that bottom end, so that's all firewood down there for us. Cedar up there in the log, and there's a bit more tree work to do down here, so I'm going to kick this firewood off the road and commence on with the rest of the tree work. I got some funny ones to do, actually. I might have to come back tomorrow, I think. Started late. Woo-doo. Okay, I want to show you something. I got 3 wraps on the tree right there. So when that thing pulls, you guys are going to watch something. Man, that buck brush. I'm going to put you guys here. I'm out there. I'm hoping this is going to go over that away. I'm going to put this right here. You can watch it. Let's do it. Okay, I'm set up. Let's watch this log roll out of here. It's going to probably scoot by right here. I don't want to come into this stump if I go that way. Let's see if it'll roll, because I got 3 wraps on it. You guys saw that, right? So let's put you guys here like this, and let's watch this log. I want to try and get it so you can watch it come right out. But I also want you to see the log roll. You know what I mean by that? You do know what I mean, don't you? I
want to see this log roll. So you're set up right there. Watch the roll.
Didn't roll as much as I wanted it to, because I was pulling downhill by the time
So it just got it wrapped around. But you could see what I wanted it to do. It started to go. Did you see it? If I was pulling more that way, she would have rolled right out. That's good. Oh, freaking tree. A little dirty. Maybe I'll cut it with that 24. Look at no limbs on it. All the limbs are in the back 40. That's good. That's what we wanted, really. A pretty clean log, really. So that's just mud, really. It's not rock, but it is a bit. So maybe we'll get that 610 on that. It's a nice small log and just go for it. Well, there's quite a bit of firewood here. I don't know what he wants with all the wood, but he'll probably keep some, and then he said I could take some. So most of the stuff's 12-13 inch, which is what I like to burn, right? Yeah, so it's coming up clean, friends. It's coming up real clean. It's all about, like I say, I've said it before, and I'll probably say it 1,000 more times watching you guys watching this channel, is what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? Like what's happening next? The tree's going down. Well, how are we cleaning it up? Are we cleaning it up? Is it a leave debris? Are you leaving it for the customer? Are you going to leave the limbs on it? Are you going to leave it off it? Are you going to use the down tree for something to help with the next tree? You know what I mean? Like, what's next? Hey, let's not take that out of there. We'll use that log as a skid log, because if we lay that next one over top of it, it'll ride out of there like nothing. Leave that there for now. You know, and just kind of think like that. It's from the logging, right? Gosh, and pulling freaking logs out. I remember I'd go up the firewood road and I'd have my old 1-ton chicken truck, old 75 Ford with a 306 in it, and I'd be getting firewood. That's what Catalyst of the Woodman song is, that old truck. And there'd be guys, you know, packing these things out of the bush, going in like 30-40 feet into the logging setting off the logging road and cutting up 6 and 8 footers of these things and over the shoulder and throwing them up over the ditch. Not me. I'd go look for the blowdown like that in the bush, you know, excuse me, and I'd hook a choker, and I was big on chokers and blocks and stuff, and I'd be there half the time going out with 2 cords, you know what I mean, by myself, right? I'm not tooting my horn. I'm saying that's how I logged. I always thought like that. Take the big stuff, you know, because that stuff adds up quick. It's just like that cordwood challenge that Skill Cult's doing. It's like, you know, you can cut small stuff, for sure, you can, or you can cut bigger wood and just keep chopping, and it's all relative. It's going to cut, but the smaller stuff, it makes you feel like you're getting more done because you can buck and split stuff, right? But if you're but no one wants to buck through a 20-inch log, right? And that's what that is. Actually, that's more like, let's see, there's a foot. That's 22 inches right there. That's 22 inches. Let's measure it. That's 20. It is. It's 22 inches. That's what it is. Try and fall from the high side, friends, when you can, you know. Don't sit and hang around down the bottom side. Doesn't make sense. Okay, so here's what we got, friends. And it actually is not pretty at all. It's not at all. Now, yeah, no. It's I might have to use that balsam to get this maple here. I may need to, I actually don't know. What I'd like to do, what's in my gut, is to cut both of these up. I can guarantee you these are gonna bust apart when they hit the ground. There's no seam, like you can see. So there is some wood holding it and making it one tree, but I will, you guys know as well as I do, it's only on the outside a little teeny bit, and then it's gonna be, that seam's gonna go right down into the ground. You know it and I know it. And if you don't know it, I'll show it to you. So my fear is that, look at this maple. Look at this one here. It's leaning hard down there. So I've got that balsam down there that I could cut this up, because I want to put it in here, eh? All this I want to put in there. This twin I want to put in there, but it is, what the smart thing to do would probably be to take this one, right? Take it, and then take that one here. But the only thing with that is, listen to me, hear me out. The only thing with that is if there is a really good connection here for some reason, do you know what I mean? Like if for some reason this has got a really good connection, because I'll drop a low stump on it, like way down low, right? You see, which it probably doesn't. It probably doesn't, but I'll still be able to get a cut in it. Yeah, see, there's the seam there. So it's probably not pretty at all, actually. So what I could do is use the weight of this one to get this whole thing moving. And I would shoot, hear me out, I would shoot not like way up here, I would shoot right down there so that I could utilize some of this lean in it. See the lean? The lean's all down the driveway, but we can't do that, friends. We can't do that. So I want this in here, okay? So it's a bit of a tough call. So how I would do that is I would cut this up, and I may do it. I still may do it, because we got a balsam here. We got a bullet we can use. But that's kind of weird. You can see here, look. Okay, see this one? Look at it. It bends right back. There's a union right there where there was an old top and it busted out. Now it's rotten. So yeah, this doesn't look pretty. Look at it, friends. You know what I mean? I'm almost better to take it by itself. But then I'd hate to throw away my poultry, you know, pulling that whole mess in. You do know what I'm saying, friends? Am I making any sense? Yeah, because it's just like, if I put an undercut right on the ground, I'm gonna start, that thing's gonna start going in there, and it may just help pull this. We don't want it to leave though. You know what I mean? We don't want the thing to leave, because then that other one might break off. So I'm gonna set it all up, and then I'm gonna hit it with the balsam. That's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna do that, because if I get rid of this maple, that's a no-brainer. That's simple. Just cut the freaking thing down. And I guess I could do that. I could cut that maple down, and then I would just have one stem here, and I could cut it up and hit it with the balsam. But I don't like that plan. I don't like that plan at all, actually. I'm gonna get rid of this maple here. I'm gonna throw this maple down in the hole. I gotta watch my gas too. Let's get rid of this thing. It's going down there. It'll go. But take that one out behind it first. You gotta watch for barber chairs on these. there. Oh yeah, we are. Look, there we are. We're gonna have to get this on an angle. We're gonna hit the bar. Okay, here we go. That thing looked like it was leaning. Look at it, friends. Okay, look at the water coming out of that. Holy cow. Now, these maples. All right, let's have a look. These are not pretty, friends. Where's my axe? Let's see if we can use its downward lean to throw it in here. I mean, it's just the back one I'm concerned about. But the front one will pull it in, right, friends? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like that back one's leaning right back. Right back. So let's see here. See if we can't. Yeah, let's do it. Let's cut it up as one. I like the idea. If I got to use that freaking balsam, I'll use it. I will use it. I don't know what I got for gas though. Okay. Let's see. There it goes. Thanks, bud.